catchy music.
I know. I like how Liz has always got her groove on. I swear. Hi, Dale. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
I don't see it posted on Florida Country.
It should be. That's where it should be, the main. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking right now. I keep refreshing to share it to the group, and I don't see it.
It's nothing there?
Nope.
Hold on. It's there.
Am I on
I
Florida
see it
Country?
now. Refresh your page, Marie.
Yeah, I just did.
I
Thank
got
you.
my goodie box today. I'm so excited. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hi, Carol, Judy, Cindy, Paula.
Essie.
Paula's back from her vacay. Hi, Kathy.
I can't see the chat anyway, so.
You can't see the chat?
No, because I'm on the phone.
Oh, where is it on the phone? It's on the phone. I think it's so Liz is out of town.
Yeah,
so she's on her phone today. Your phone actually is doing pretty good. I thought it was a computer.
Yeah, no, it's my phone.
So, who wants to start? Who's been hanging out? I'm out of touch. I've been on deliveries. Liz.
Well, they're ramping up very good of nesting materials. We have seen now their M15 is bringing the fish gift to her. I think it was a headless fish today, and then she got it and took up with it. So it's ramping up really good for the nesting season, as it should be.
Let's see.
And we have visitors as well. They're out there as well. So passing by, and then they're like checking things around, make sure that they don't come around. This is our territory, and as is. Well, they're being very busy with all the sticks. And F23, I have to tell you that she just fly. She does her maneuver things and then grab whatever she needs and then go. Yeah, and it's amazing to watch all those power, how they use those powers, and then they grab the stick on the go, snap, and then they just fly right over you, and you're like, wow. And it's really amazing to watch their power.
Yes.
Yeah, and I noticed that F23 is getting quite beaky with M15. If she kind of doesn't like what he's doing, like she'll snap at him. I was like, wow.
She snaps at him a lot, actually. I want to say something real quick. Essie, I read your comments. We love you so much. And anything that we can do to help you, we're trying to do our best. I just wouldn't do that for anybody, but I know how much you need it, and we just want to help you. So we feel the same about you. I wish we could do something to fix your broken heart right now, and I totally get what you're going through, but we love you very much. So I wanted to just get that out of the way, so we didn't ignore what she had said. So Essie had wrote, she wanted to thank all of us from the bottom of her heart for our love and support. She says, we have been wonderful. It's hard for her to express how broken her heart is without catching her breath and taking deep breaths. She loves us all. So back at you, Essie. We love you a lot, and we're here for you.
Definitely.
And especially Marie and Barb, they definitely understand for sure. So let's see what else we have. Hi, Susan. Okay, so Rebecca wants to talk a little bit about the West Nest. Do you think it will be an owl nest this season?
There really isn't much of a nest left. There's a few sticks left in the crotch, but most of it got dismantled with the hurricane. And also, the owls don't come back every year to the same place that they nest the year before, like eagles do. They find whatever's available. They don't build their own nest. Typically, before the West Nest got there, the horses and all the horse feed down by the barn, one of the ranch hands there, I happened to run into him, and he told me that owls usually reside, it's not always the same set every year, but usually reside down by the barn. So typically, we used to see them coming over the pasture pond and striking from the front. until the west nest was built, and they started coming from the side. Well, now they'll probably move back over to the barn, so it's not going to say they're eliminated, but I just don't think they're going to be as close.
But they'll still do their owl strikes, you think?
If,
Or not
like
as
I said,
bad?
they don't
Last
always.
season was bad.
Some seasons, the last season was nothing compared to the years before, because the female took most of them, where M15 didn't take most of the hits, which is a blessing indirectly.
Just an observation. I kind of disagree. The owls do come back to the same nest if they're not destroyed, because I have watched other owls that they're nearby the Cape Coral area. They came back for 3 seasons at least, and then they came back in the same tree. We have watched another.
Google it, they say for the most part they don't.
Mm-hmm. And then also we have the can over our Kansas, I think it is. Bonnie and Clyde, they have come back every year at the same nest, and it's an eagle nest that they took away the eagles a long time ago, and they have been back every year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
There's always that one, like the trio nest has the 3 bald eagles, 2 males and 1 female. So there's always one that goes outside of the general population of it all. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody that's just joining in and saying hello.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's more branches than you think in there. I mean, it's kind of hard to see unless you walk all the way over there. But from where I was looking, it looked like there was, I mean, maybe not enough for a really good nest.
Doesn't look good.
No, there was a few stragglers there, mostly in the crotch of what Harriet had started.
Do you have Starbucks, Liz? Liz, are you drinking Starbucks?
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate. That's the way to go.
Chocolate.
That sounds so good. What's the weather like in Tampa, Liz?
It's 50 something right now, I think.
I love it. I'm so glad that the weather is getting cool like this. I bet the Eagles, they gotta love the little cool weather, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would
My horses are loving it.
I think eagles flying by. I'm like, oh, hi.
So how many days were you there, Liz? At the nest this week? How many days were you at the nest this week?
Saturday and
Every
Sunday.
Day?
Saturday and Sunday for now. Today I couldn't come.
And Saturday.
How was your live, Marie?
It went very well. I was there on Sunday. It went really well.
Saturday was a bust. Let's see, we got red-headed woodpeckers, a kestrel. Let's see, what else did we get, Liz?
The shrikes, the kestrel.
Yeah, the shrikes. There was like, we're just thinking anything fly past us so we can take a picture.
From what I understand, Barb was there. Barb was there early morning on Sunday, and I ran into her when I showed up around 9:30ish, and she said, "Oh, you missed it all. It was a really great morning. F-23 was doing all these acrobatic moves and stuff." And so I set up and everything, and I stayed for approximately an hour. I left there at approximately about 10 minutes after 11. They showed up at 11:15.
Sunday, they started really early Sunday.
Yeah, then they left
really early.
Then they left and came back.
So what do y'all think? You think we're gonna have eggs?
I think so.
They're working on it hard.
I think so.
We gotta wait and see what's gonna happen.
And
the question that we'll say, how many?
Yeah,
I want to put this out there. People are watching for the eggs. What you really need to be watching for right now is a brood patch. They have to have the brood patch in order to incubate eggs. And once they start losing their feathers there in their brood patch spot, that tells you an indication that their hormones have kicked in and eggs should follow shortly after. So watch for the brood patch first.
And where's that at? That's
typically on their lower abdomen, in the chest area. And I will say that the observation of especially M15 and Harriet's body being round, more wide, her broad patch was more rounded, and she incubated her eggs side by side. M15's, he's a little more trimline, and his incubation patch is more of a line. And when he incubated with his eggs horizontal. Every time he got up, you could see they were in a row and not side by side. So it was quite interesting. So you guys should probably watch and try to observe to see if you could see that difference between a female and a male, the way they position the eggs to incubate.
Right. Now, Tito and I don't know where Desiree is. She was supposed to be here, but Tito is visiting his brother. So
I just got a message from her, and she said, "Oh, I forgot, going to get ready." So she's going to be here shortly.
So Desiree's coming, and Tito is visiting his brother, and he'll be back next week, I think.
Yes.
So, we're getting close to all the holidays.
Yeah, I have
I'm
a
sorry,
picture.
like this weather makes me get so excited because first off, it's been hotter than hell in Florida for sure.
Here's a picture of Harriet's broad patch.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a cylinder. Sometimes when it gets moist in there, to prevent moisture on the eggs, they'll stand up and they'll open up their wings and open up their spot.
What did you just show? What did you just show?
That's the female's broad patch, Harriet's broad patch, for her to incubate eggs.
Oh,
that's her calendar.
This is a picture in this year's calendar.
Is that your calendar?
It
From
is.
last year, I think.
No.
Is it last year's? It's this memory.
It's this year's.
You got a new calendar? Let me see. Yep. And you got the. Aw. Can we buy the calendar now?
Yes, I just received them today.
Oh my gosh, and you have what we were just talking about. That's so funny.
Yeah, I just got them today. I was like, oh my gosh, thank God.
Where can you get the calendar, Barb?
Off my Facebook page. Just PM me.
Go to your Facebook page. Yep. So go to Barb's Facebook. That's so cool. I can't believe that you have that picture in there. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to get a calendar.
Yeah, it's a beautiful picture.
Calendar, go to Barb Henry Photography page and send her a private message. That's so cool, Barb. I can't wait to see it. That was awesome.
It came out better than I expected.
Well, good. It looked pretty. I can't wait to see it.
You'll be seeing it soon, Scarlett.
Good. Oh, Lord. So what else? So when should we see her laying an egg? In November sometime, right?
Sometime in November. Harriet was more like mid-November. So for her, we don't know yet. We just have to wait and see when she will do it. They will spend more time in the nest when they get closer, and then you're going to see her behavior.
Barb has got such a great picture that she took the other day, and it's him looking at her, and it's like he looks at her like, baby, I love you so much. Very nice.
Broad patch.
Yep.
So until we see that, there aren't going to be any eggs.
No eggs when you see that.
Like,
no, not until then. Sometimes they have it and they don't show it to us. But a lot of times they do show it beforehand. We're like, yes.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, I'm super excited. I can't wait. I hope that for him, I hope that he has a good season and can just relax. I hope the owls are far away and they're not like on super attack mode.
I hope they take the year off.
Really? Yeah, for sure. I love the owls too, but it is tough to watch because
we love all wildlife, and they're just doing the same thing that the eagles are doing, trying to protect their young. They're very threatened by the eagles, so that's why they do what they do at nighttime. So it is unfortunate, but it's not an actual attack. It's not a fight. It's just catching them off guard.
Right. It's a warning.
So, exactly what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it was tough to watch last year, especially. But I did find that one that I've talked about a couple of times that was kind of funny. Wasn't funny at the time. It was funny afterwards. You know, E22, when E21 gets knocked forward and E21 goes whoop whoop, and then E22 is like, what the hell just happened to you? And then Al comes back and gets E22 the other way. It's like, good Lord. So hopefully I just hope it's a smooth. I know nature is not always smooth, and there's always somebody trying to
Right.
get your nest or your woman or your man, and just seems like it's just a vicious cycle that goes around. But she does look like that she can hold her own. I think he picked him a good one. I
Yeah.
She's
really
she's
do.
a
Oh yeah,
beast.
she did.
She's a beast.
Typically the female is always in the nest with the baby. So the last seasons was unfortunate that M15 wasn't in the nest with the babies when they got the brunt of the owl strikes. For the most part, they're usually protected. It's a rarity that they actually get close enough to get the babies. They go for the ones on
Well,
the branch.
look who
There
it
she
is.
is.
Hi,
Hey,
Dad.
She made it.
Welcome, welcome. I was like, Desiree said she was coming. Where is she?
I'm over here. Where are you?
I
yeah,
know.
I was
So, Barb,
crocheting.
what was
I
your
lost
experience
time.
over the weekend?
Sunday morning was really awesome. I mean, they
Yeah,
bonded,
Sunday was.
they were getting sticks, grasses. M15 landed near that Muscovy duck, which was so funny. That duck was like, where the hell did you just come from? And that Muscovy duck was big.
Did
Yeah,
he
they're
get him
big.
or no?
No,
No.
No,
He probably
it was
thought
not
he was
interest.
dead.
It
And
was
then
not
he was like,
interest.
I'm still alive. I'm still here. And Des, you were there on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I was there on Saturday.
What's that like, Desiree? You drive that far and then no eagles.
Well, it's disappointing, but it's not too bad. I had my friends. We were talking the whole time, and I bring my crochet stuff, so I just crochet. I'll be doing that at home, so it's okay.
Really? You crochet?
Well, yes, I crochet.
It's
She
funny
does
you bring
really
that
good.
up. I'm going to have to ask you for lessons because my grandmother lived to 105 years old. And you know how you always go back and you wish there was like something that you asked her, like she's the only one? She would crochet all the time. And I said, I never asked her, like, I wish I would have said, how do I crochet and stuff, or spent time with her crocheting. So I'll get some lessons from you. I'm too busy into the diamond art right now.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why it kills your neck and your back. You're always leaned over. I don't know if anybody else is into the diamond art, but I got this beautiful eagle that's probably going to take me a year. It's this big. It's huge.
Wow.
It's like a
Okay.
2x3. And every little dot, I'm like, I got to fill this in. So I have just one tiny corner done, and I have the rest of it to go.
So, Carolyn Renee, what would you like to know about the Eagles?
Ooh, I didn't see. Oh, my comments are all the way down here. Let's see. Carolyn Renee, can we talk Eagles? Yes. What do you want to talk about?
I seen somebody ask, they were concerned about her being a first-time mom, if she is a first-time mom. At one point, all the females are first-time mom. Yes, there's good, some turn out well and some don't. So we're just going to have to watch and observe. She's learning and experiencing, and a lot of things are instinctive to her. As all bald eagles, they have instinctive behaviors. And with that said, her instinctive behavior will be to protect her eggs and stuff, but things happen when she's coming in and may have a rough landing and one of the eggs may get damaged. Not saying it would, but it could happen. So we just have to kind of watch and hope for the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
I hope
interesting.
that
Gonna be
M15.
interesting.
Yeah, I just hope that M15 explained to her what a hands-on dad he is.
Absolutely,
They
absolutely.
probably know.
I
It's
bet you
gonna be
he might
interesting
get
the
it.
first week.
He
Yes,
might
gonna
get
be
away
very
with a little
interesting.
more.
It's gonna be
Carolyn, it
interesting
is
to
the
watch
same
her.
one that we call Maybelline, and they officially named her F23.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've
Yeah, she's
quit
been
using
here around
Maybelline.
since. She's been here around since March, so she's been here around a lot. When they're
Yeah.
beginners, we're gonna watch her and see what's in stores. I seen other females when they start very brand new that it was her first time. It was a little, nervous. Everybody watching nervously, like, watch what's gonna happen. She did very well at first, trying to get to feed the little one. She couldn't get to it yet at the first time. Tried the second time, then the third. It was a big deal. And then the dad, of course, was there and then feed the little one. And then that's how kind of learned little by little.
We are. M15 always fed them whether they needed it or not whenever it's his turn on duty. So we know that he's going to do the same thing that he has previous years. I actually think he might get more incubation time because she is new and she might fall for his tricks of laying the stick on the back and all that stuff he does to get his egg time. So he might get a little more than what he used to.
The grass.
We all had the same worry with M15 when he was new.
Exactly. And it's the same for, all of them start off brand new and in years of experience, they get it mastered. And so we just have to pray and hope for the best for her. And let's see what happens.
Do you think, I kind of have a feeling M's going to be like taking over. Like, I got this. I know
He's
how to
going
do
to
all
try.
this.
We were talking about it just before we went live that she's becoming into herself and getting a little more bossy or beaky, if you will, putting him in his place. So it is going to be interesting to watch this unfold to see whether or not he's going to. Yeah, she's coming into herself. She's coming into herself for sure.
I got a PM this morning and someone said, "Oh, poor M." Speaking of,
he's used to bossy women, so.
Yeah. Actually, the nest, Peggy, is bigger now. They've been working on the nest, and it looks very, very good. Peggy thought the nest is different this year. It looks smaller, but it's actually bigger. And they brought it back. I think that they didn't have time after the hurricane last year. They fixed it the best they could. But now they've really, really been working on it.
They fortified it.
And it looks, too, like I seen a couple pictures today where it looks like they're doing the nest bowl, the nest bowl.
Yeah, they're starting to work on that.
So I actually think he was laying down in it sometime today.
Everybody, I gotta do the M checking his nest out. Shake your tail feathers. That is the cutest thing. It's so cute when he does that. I love it.
Yeah, I was actually testing it out today. He laid in it for a little bit.
Yes, Peggy.
Yes,
the rails
he's been working on the rails. I'm talking. Em's been working on everything, but he's really been paying attention to the rails a lot. She does better with carrying the grass and stuff back. I think that's her thing. But Em is about his sticks. Let him place his sticks. He's
and Lime just made a great comment about Gabby being a first-time mom. She was a great first-time mom.
Yep.
At the Northeast Florida nest.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she didn't want Samson around. She's like, nope, get away from my babies.
No, Carolyn Renee, that was Rogue 23-3, the one that was coming into the nest before. That when the babies were there, that was scary. Now she was fierce looking, that one.
It was 23-3 that tried to feed them as well.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that one time, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just tried to feed them that one time. It wasn't this one.
It was really,
She was scared.
And snappy. It was scary.
Yeah, this one here is the one that was following M15 around like a lost puppy and was stealing the food from him that was meant for the babies. That's who F23 is.
Yeah.
So she's been around that long.
That's the one that kept making me mad because she was taking the food that was meant for the babies, and then she would just come in and steal it real quick and take off.
Yeah.
So, and I was getting confused because at that time I thought it was 23-3, but then she just disappeared and never came back.
I think this one displays her.
What do y'all think about her at the beginning with the injured talons? I know that they said that it probably wasn't her, but do y'all think there was something behind that with 23-3 with the injured talons?
There were so many going around. She could have been confrontation with any one of the other intruders. We don't want to speculate on what happened because Harriet wasn't. This is my personal preference anyway. Harriet wasn't found any remains, and I much rather not know at this point of what happened versus knowing what happened with Ozzy. You got that picture in your head that just doesn't go away, and it rips your heart out more. So at least we had a few months of hope that she was injured and she'll get better and come back. And that just, helped soften the blow, if you will.
Definitely, I agree with you, Marie, on that. That's true.
So-
But I'm thinking, so Susan says, I think safety is important to M15 for his up and coming babies. I think more than safety, like M knows all about safety, how to protect those babies. I'm talking about, I still can't get over how much I've fallen in love with him. Going from not liking him to I want to just hug him. In fact, I want to get in line with Barb and Kathy. Like he's my man now.
We all claim him. We all claim him.
So I'm just really proud of him because I just you can see, I just can't wait to see what happens, because is he going to be taken over more? Because he went through a lot.
Yeah.
So it's is he going to just be like, I've got to take care of the babies. Get out of my way.
He's going to try, but she's, like I said, coming into her own. So she's probably going to get bossy and say no. And so that's what was interesting to see, is how this unfolds between them, both of them, especially for her first year and him being a little more seasoned. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Right. So what are we thinking? She's like 4 or 5 years old? 5?
5, around 5, yeah.
Yeah.
She's young, you could tell.
Well, I think she'll be a good mother. I'm really hoping that it works out like that. Susan, she wants to hug him 15. We all want to hug him. He's just become this superstar. He really has. They were stars before, but now he's just raised the bar.
He did.
I'm talking, and it just makes you think about in human situations, what a great dad. People could take some lessons from that.
Absolutely. We've been saying that for years, though. That his etiquette, his manners, bringing her gifts and, going out shopping for sticks and food and all that stuff. He's great. We could all use one just like him.
I know. Yeah. He's good at the sticks. I have to give it to him, but he likes to get him some big sticks.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
I think he's trying to get a Christmas tree. He's getting a Christmas tree.
She does too.
Yeah. He's working on something for sure.
On Sunday, she was the one that started it all, and she grabbed on the fly. She grabbed and snapped that stick, and then went to the nest, and then she kept going. She was on a roll.
She's something else. I got to witness some of her acrobatics that she does, but she's a very good flyer.
Oh, yeah.
She has mastered that for sure.
Watch Saunders' video. It's amazing.
Really fast. She's fast. You can't even, you'll have her in your sight for a second, and then she's gone, and you're like, with your camera, and it's like, oh my God, I totally missed the whole thing. Who had that happen to them this weekend?
Definitely. I get a lot of blurred pictures.
From her?
Yes.
She's just so busy. I still think the best thing was when she jumped on that limb and she was trying to break that limb with such power.
Oh,
you don't realize how much strength they have until you see them doing stuff like that.
A lot of
those
strength.
are big
It's amazing.
limbs and they're breaking them.
Mm-hmm.
They can crush their pound a PSI. I forget. It's 600 PSI or something like that, or even higher. The strength in their talons is unbelievable, and it has to be.
I get up and check the cameras. That's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning.
I remember when Harriet did that in the church tree. I think it was last season or the season before, but she was working on this stick, and this thing was probably about this big around. I mean, it was big. And she ended up snapping it off and taking it back to the nest. And I mean, when it snapped, it was a really loud crack. And it was geez.
Well, that's one thing I like about the cams, because you can see how good, you can watch him. He's so meticulous where he places the sticks, and he looks all over, he moves stuff out of the way. He's really working on those rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's making it super strong.
Hi, Melody.
Hi, Melody. You're late. That's all
And
we
we're
can
gonna
say. Is
see,
you're
you're
late,
gonna see,
Melody.
oh, good gift.
Yes, Colleen. She's a very fast flyer for sure. Yeah, I'm talking about Susan. I jump out of bed, I come back to my office, and it's like my husband thinks I'm going to work every time, and I'm like, cameras. And then he goes, "What are you doing, honey?" I'm like, "I'm working." Cameras. Yes, Melody, definitely. Let's see, Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Let's see, Liz. F-23 is quite the Olympic acrobat. Yes, she is.
Oh yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch them
Carolyn
and then
says
to
she's
see
very good
M15
at
going upside
stealing
down too.
prey. Yes, Carol, I'm like that. I'm like, don't you see that little hole? Like, fill that hole in. Carol said that she likes to watching them place the sticks in the perfect place. She wants to help. I'm like, me too, because sometimes he doesn't place it where he should place it.
I like to
There's a
watch
big
them
old
upside
hole over
down.
here.
Sometimes we want to help too because they put them in the crappiest places and we can't get good shots without a stick in the way, like a rogue stick.
I think it was the year before last. I think the year before last, M15 built the rail so high that we swore on the ground we weren't going to be able to see the babies till they were 2 years old because it was so high.
I think that's what he's working on right now because he keeps working on the rails.
He's
So
got that
he
one
wants
wonky stick that I think that he's making into a man cave or something over there in that corner.
Yeah, he probably because there was, I'm talking about, that nest was in bad shape, really bad shape. That there was a couple of times when the wind was blowing really hard that day, and the one kept getting right on the edge, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
How many of you run up to the TV and start tapping, going, "Get back, get back"?
Yeah, yeah. These cameras are clear though. That's one thing for sure.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Marcia says she loved the video of F-23 snatching that moss on her way to the nest. We've got Peggy. She said, I didn't get to see them the other morning, but did watch a beautiful sunrise coming up. Yes, that's what I normally get in the morning. I don't see them when I get up, but normally like around 7:30 or something, they seem to appear, but sometimes they don't appear.
Like Saturday.
That was stereo.
They have to take a day
Melody,
off.
I call that the eagle butt cam. That's for sure. That's all I see is eagle butts, and then they turn around. But I like
the eagle butt cam. That's funny.
Yeah, eagle butt cam. I always get her butt too. It's always her. God, butt, and every once in a while she'd turn around and look, and it's like, yeah, hi, I'm right here.
She's like, how does my ass look?
Susan says, yeah, maybe that's it.
Do these feathers make me look wide?
Susan says, I was yelling at one of the eaglets at the edge to get back too, because I thought for sure he or she was going to fall off the nest. Yes. Line, thank you for all the beautiful pictures from the last weekend. Yes. Marilyn K. That is new. I have not welcomed Marilyn K. Let's see. You mentioned about M laying down the nest. I just love it. That's my favorite thing. It's so cute to see him try out the nest. He wiggles his tail, and he really gets into it. Like he lays his neck down, and for something he doesn't like, he has to go get him some more grass. That's when he goes and gets more grass. When his little bed doesn't work out for him. Something is off to him, and he's got to get it fluffier.
When they do have the eggs in the nest, it's fun to watch them anchor their beak down and start that little shimmy, down on top of the eggs. And what they're actually doing is opening up their feathers there and exposing that road patch and laying their bare skin, because there's blood vessels very close to the skin there, and it's warmer in that spot. And so they spread that skin over the eggs. So I just love watching that little wiggle that they do.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, the wiggle butt.
I have to leave you guys. I have to get up really early tomorrow. It's been a long day today for me.
Yeah,
keeping you in our thoughts. Yep, definitely our thoughts and prayers.
Good night, everybody.
Keep Liz in your prayers. Thanks for coming on, Liz.
Bye. Good night.
You're right here, Liz.
Good night.
I just love her.
I know.
Yep.
I hope things go well for her. So everybody
Thank you,
keep Liz
too.
in your prayers for sure.
Yep.
So let's see. Debbie, there you are. I didn't see Debbie. Yes, so Liz is in Tampa going through her procedures that she goes through normally every week. She goes up to Tampa, so we always want to keep her. And she's one of the most positive people I know in this world. She is.
Yep.
She is.
So, if
Definitely.
yeah, I feel like my problems are nothing. Definitely, for sure.
Exactly. I always try to find something in the day you'd be grateful for.
Yes. And I've been trying to do the same thing because there is just so much negative stuff in the world. You got to do that.
Yep. You have
Right.
to.
Gotta
Guys,
unplug.
how's work going?
How's work? 15 hours, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Bless your
Yeah.
heart, girl.
Yes.
That's a lot. And
What are
that's
your
at the
hours,
hospital,
Dad?
right?
What are your hours?
I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. 5 o'clock I start, and I'm out by 7:30 if I'm lucky. Yeah.
Do you do this on Friday and then you're at the nest on Saturday?
Oh yeah. Friday is really stressful. It's like, please.
So you're looking forward
Go
to your
home.
Saturday. I have to tell you, like when I go to the nest and just sit there, like I have, first off, I love seeing you guys because it's, we're like family for sure. And it's so nice to go there. But it's just a peaceful place. It's peaceful
Mhm.
and we're all there for the same reason. And I think like just everyone is just so like, I don't know. I just enjoy going there. I felt bad I missed it on Saturday. I'm getting ready for the event, so I'm probably going to miss a few Saturdays till I get through November, the first week in
Rebecca
November.
Dawn wants to know what you do for work, Desiree.
I'm a dialysis nurse.
That's
To
tough.
help save lives.
Yes, that's tough.
Mhm.
I know Marie's always got the best heart. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
she
get her.
does.
I can't ever get Marie's heart. Maria is the best at the heart for sure.
I'll
She's
teach you. Next time I
perfect
see you at
heart.
the nest, I'll teach you.
Thank you very much because I'm going to practice it.
Okay.
For sure. So let's see. Who else? Have we missed anybody? Nope, we haven't missed anything. So I missed Tito for sure. Tito, you're very missed. I am reaching out some different organizations to come on.
Oh, look at Susan Morris. She's been a dialysis patient for 15 years.
Wow.
Oh.
God bless you.
Yes.
God bless you for sure.
Carolyn Renee, looking forward to going to the nest in December or January. Hope to get some of Marty Lord's rocks. Yes. Marty Lord has the best rocks. In fact, I've got my rock right up here. It's my All-American rock. So I love it.
I have that one too in my
Do you?
living room.
It's my great paperweight up here. I use it all the time. And then I've got limes. I got to bring limes rocks over because she says to put them in her room.
Okay.
But I'm still mailing them to her. I think I can get them all in that small priority box. It's going to be like 100 pounds in the little box.
Hey, it says it doesn't matter what the weight is.
Right? So I think I can get them to you, Lime. I'm gonna try to fit them in this box and get them to you. And when they ask me, I'm gonna be like, they're rocks. There's rocks in the box. So
Just a box of rocks.
Yeah, just a box of rocks.
Or Carolyn, where are you coming from? She says she's coming December or January. Let's see. Yes, Susan says it's not easy, but it has to keep a positive attitude to get through it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been to those. Those have got to be, that's got to be tough on your soul, Des. I bet you've seen like a lot of people through that, and that's ongoing for the rest of their life, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Lime. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna hold your rocks here, Lime. She's got to come pick up her rocks. So yes, we're gonna make sure.
She's going to be
that we hold
overweight
her
on her
rocks.
luggage when she goes home.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw her thing the other day. She was in. I have to tell you something, Lime. You're in a wrestling ring, but you have sandals on. You had flip flops. No, you don't go boxing with flip flops on.
Maybe it was
Anybody
a
else see
cage
it?
match and she was just going to kick them off when it was ready.
Is that what it was? She was
Maybe.
gonna throw down. Let's see. Gonna go gas up. She'll be there in 5 days. Oh, what did I just click?
Yep, nurses are eagles on earth, definitely.
So we're
Yep.
gonna be on Egg Watch. Are you doing another live from the nest, Marie?
Yeah, I do them on Sundays usually
On
until
Sundays?
until there's somebody there all the time, and then I'll go a couple times a week. But for right now, it's just on Sundays.
Let's see. Jan Wood said a few of Marty's rock made it to Australia. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Liz shipped them to her.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I wonder where all of how many is anybody on here have any of Marty's rocks? I'm curious. I'd like to see how far her rocks have gone.
I have a ton of her rocks.
Do you? It's so nice. She just opens up the back of the trunk and go get them.
Well, my niece and nephew, my little niece and nephew that were just here, the mom, my sister-in-law told Marty, because I had sent them rocks last year at Christmas time, and both the kids sleep with their rocks under the pillows.
Really?
Yeah, so Marty's going to
They were
make
the cutest kids.
Remy and Marin, she's going to make them their own special rocks with their names on them.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's really sweet of her.
Let's see. Look at everybody that has. Paula has them, and Marilyn. Melody has them. Lime. Let's see. Deborah House says I have E8 after visiting a few years ago. Susan. It's a nest to actually see. Yes, you're gonna have to come. Let's see. Kathy Howe would love to have one of her rocks. I have E14 rock from Marty. Wow, Marty's rocks have been all over, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. She does that on her own. So I didn't know because I went to buy rocks for Lime, and she says that she takes donations. So I'm like, well, here, we want to donate back to you. But I'm like, she does all of that, and she doesn't charge anything for it. She just donate back to her for her rocks. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No rocks when you visited Dell. I'm sorry you did not. Dell, you changed your photo. What is going on there? Are you an imposter? Because the other Dell had long hair. Right?
Maybe you got a haircut.
Dell, did you get a haircut? What's going on? Who is that person? That's not Dell.
I think that's a older photo of him.
Yes. Let's
Yep.
see. Dell, we're questioning your photo. He cut his hair. Dell,
Will the
you cut
real
your
Dale
hair.
please stand up?
Yeah. Will the real Dale please stand up? As he said, he's looking good. Yeah, it's crazy. I just noticed your picture. I'm like, that's not Dale. And it is Dale. Dale got a haircut. And now everybody's looking at Dale. Dale's photo looks great.
Where'd you go,
Dad?
Des?
There you are.
There you are.
I was like, don't be a talking
like,
She's
oh, no,
going
Des.
peekaboo.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't be a talking bubble. So, Dale, give me. Look, Dale, we're making compliments. Well, I'm going to try to reach out. I was going to reach out last week and I did not, but I'm going to try to see if we can get a couple of people to come on, some eagle experts and so forth. But I really want ones that are familiar with our eagles, and they're too busy. They're too busy to come on. So I'm gonna keep reaching. I have a feeling that, like, if I keep on pestering them, they'll finally give in. Hopefully they will. You're welcome, Del. You look amazing, by the way.
Yeah, you look wonderful, Dale. Love the new profile picture.
Yes. Hey, Paula, we have experts here. We sure do. But I always like to hear from different people and also just on different things too. Let's see, don't get the lady.
Line.
It was bad, wasn't it? That was bad. I had to go back and watch it.
Tell them the story about the guy that walked up behind you, Scarlett, when you were there last time.
Oh God, which one? That's the one that wanted to know what everybody was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was definitely out. He was definitely from somewhere else. But he comes up and he's sitting there. He goes, "What is everybody staring at?" And he's staring right at the nest, you know. And he's looking. I'm like, the eagles. And he's like, "Eagles?" And he's sitting there looking. So he gets his phone out and he starts recording after he noticed. But he was looking everywhere, you know, the way that everybody was looking. But I guess he just didn't see the eagles. But he was so curious when he pulled up. And then we had the other ones that came that day. Or that was a different day. Remember that, Barb? That was very strange.
That
really
one guy, he was like stoned or something.
something was going on. Like something was definitely going on with him. But he was like, okay, he just got his phone out and started filming too. I was laughing. I was trying to show my husband the video I took of him grabbing that big, huge stick. And then I'm such a great videographer. As I'm following him with the stick, I'm sitting there looking at the tree. And my husband goes, "Well, that's good, honey. That's like 5 seconds of a tree staring at a bush." And I go, "Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Like, why didn't I walk around the tree and be like, oh, there's the nest?" But I ended on the bush. It's a great video. Tito would be proud of me.
That's funny.
Like waiting for it. Like, where are we going with this? I'm like, I don't know. I ended it on the bush.
That's funny. Somebody I know, I won't mention her name, Sharon, came and visited the nest, and she probably burned a good 30 photos and going click, 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 click. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm taking a picture of the nest tree." She was taking a picture of a whole different tree. I went, "It's over there." She's laughing. She's trying to, she goes home and she's looking at all these photos going, "What are these?" I went, "Exactly. What were you taking pictures of?"
I was getting a kick out of because Desiree and I were over on the sidewalk and David said he told me, "Watch my camera. And if they do anything, take a picture." So I was looking at Desiree and I'm like, okay. So no matter if she went like this to her wing or moved, I go, chick, 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 chick. All my pictures. I'm like, "David, I got good shots on here. I promise. I got the shots."
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Judy, you do not have eagles where you're at. I find that fascinating that like there are people like they have never seen a real eagle. Like there's just eagles not around.
Where is she at?
I don't know, but I heard Montana. It's hard to see eagles in Montana. I was like, gosh, that seems like God's country. That's where an eagle.
I don't know,
would be.
man. They
Like,
show them on Yellowstone.
I know. That's what I thought too. They're all over there.
Else that they said that they don't see, like Indiana or something. You don't see eagles a lot, but it's like, I don't know. Judy, where were you again? Austin, Texas, and you just don't see eagles around there.
Wow.
Well, it's really like we don't see eagles. You know, I mean, I have eagles in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from me in Pines, but you don't see them unless you know where the nest is.
I have them fly over my property all the time.
Some of them are camouflaged very well.
And
yeah,
they ate all my ducks.
I think we have a couple nests in Buckingham here.
Yeah.
You see them? I mean, if you're out driving, you will see them because I don't see them.
I have a nest closer to where I live than the Southwest Florida nest, and I live about 5 minutes from there. So I got one that's about 3 minutes down the road, and it's in one of the cell towers. They have zero coverage of shade or anything, and they have successful offsprings every year. Then you have the ones in Hanover, Pennsylvania, laying in inches of snow with on their back incubating their eggs,
It's
and they
just like their
successfully
beaks
raise them.
sticking out.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy.
successfully raise them so that an eagle's, can adapt to any type of environment as far as weather goes and make it. It's just amazing how their body functions to do that.
They're an amazing animal for sure.
Yeah, they can literally walk on ice and not get frostbite or anything like us because they can drop their temperature in their feet to allow them to be able to do that. I forget what post it has, but I'll share that information with you.
Lime, I like it too
Scarlett.
to see them in the snow. Lime says
Yeah.
she likes to see them in the snow. I do too.
I've got
Yeah.
pictures of eagles in the snow. I just haven't got to them yet.
Imagine
Oh, that's
that,
right.
Barb.
She went to Alaska. Imagine that is right.
I want to know how many pictures you guys have that you just haven't gotten to. And when it's probably like Christmas when y'all go into some of your folders. Oh, wow. I remember those photos.
Yeah, you
Right.
usually run across them in the summer when you have nothing to do. Like Desiree, when she's bored, she'll go back for years and years and see one that she never developed, and all of a sudden, here it comes. It's like one of the best ones she's taken. She just bypasses them, just keeps going.
Yeah, I took about 45,000 pictures when I was in Alaska, and I'm still on the
Wow.
first day.
Wow.
I took over 10,000 pictures the first day.
What's your
That's
best
crazy.
way? I got a question because I deal with a lot of photos too. What is your best way? Does anybody have like a really good way of organizing their photos?
Desiree does it by album. Like she'll make an album and add all the photos for that trip or that day in one
12.
album and then label them.
Oh, I have one of those.
What do you do,
And she-
Desiree?
She has different drives that she puts for every season.
I get one of these. It's 5 gigabytes. How you say it?
Terabytes.
Terabytes.
Mhm.
And this is what I use for the whole year: family photos and my eagle photos.
So
Because
you
those-
use one of those drives every year. For
And then
year?
I got one at the house, which I transferred these photos in case, I once had one of these drop before eagle season. It was my family pictures and I lost it all. So always have 2 copies, people.
Yeah,
Okay.
because those make me nervous. I try to put everything in the cloud now, because I've got it sitting here. I just hope one day it's going to come back to life.
Yeah.
But I have
I'm kind of scared of the cloud because if you lose the access for whatever ungodly reason, there goes everything. I try to have a hard copy somewhere around that I can print off if I need
How
to,
do you-
because I'm just.
How do you remember? Like, let's say, how do you find a photo? Like, let's say you're looking for the picture of Harriet looking in the water. Like, I'm sure you know where that photo is, but how do you find?
No, I
photos?
don't.
No?
I go.
If you have them on your computer and you haven't
I'll
sent them
send
to a
it back
drive
to you,
yet,
Des,
I
if
go
you
by
ever
my
need it, because it's
Facebook,
like one of my favorite photos. So
I just
I'll
look
send it
at the
right back to you.
date that I posted it because I always put the date I took the picture. Then I go by. So if
Okay.
anybody requests a picture, I always tell them go to my Facebook and let me know the date. If
That's
not,
a good idea.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
That's a
what
good
I do.
idea.
I have every time I go, I download with the date. I
Mhm.
make a folder and
Yeah,
put all the
same
pictures
here.
in that folder.
Yeah.
Yep, and then at the end of the year, I take all those folders off my desktop and put them in a hard drive like Desi has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got several.
Free up some space.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. They can't go into my computer. I just
No.
directly put it into the
When
hard
we're
drive.
working on the magazine, that magazine is so big, I start getting like, your memory's running low. This is all this stuff. So I try to break it up and send stuff to the cloud. And it's a
Oh, yeah,
mess,
really
but
fast.
because our pictures are all high res, so they're huge files. Most
Yeah.
of them. It doesn't take long, so it's like, I'm really scared of the hard drives now, because when that one, it had such important stuff on it when it just died, and I'm gonna keep talking to you. You're gonna come back to life one day on me. I don't even know what happened to it. It's just like zero power. You plug it in and no power. Go ahead, Marie.
Lime Green wants to know, Desiree, you shoot so many photos. What do you look for when you shoot? Cloudy day and poop shots.
No, morning poop shot, the really big one.
Morning poop shot, and it's a cloudy day. She doesn't like the blue sky. She likes more of the cloud background. I like more of the blue, but that's Desiree's preference.
Because the shadow on the faces
yes,
is irritating. You know,
yeah,
cloudy days, you don't get that. You don't get no
yeah.
shadow.
You're right. You're right.
What's your favorite, Barb?
Probably the early morning sun when it's
Early
starting
morning
to
sun.
come up, because you can have blue skies, you can have pink skies. You know, my
Yeah.
problem is I have a hard time getting my butt out of bed to get there early enough for a sunrise. You know, usually I'm showing up
That's
around
me.
8:30.
You and Marie are just fine. Well, you're earlier than Marie for sure. Marie is late.
In my defense, I have people in Germany that are behind us in time or ahead of us in time. So 10 o'clock is geographically the ideal time that everybody that is awake, from the West Coast to Canada to
Gotta
Germany.
get up earlier.
She's got it all worked out. That's good,
Gotta
Marie.
be there at
Whatever you
8.
tell yourself, Marie.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Sounds like a great excuse, but I'm going to go with
Hey,
it.
it works
That's
for
for
me and
everybody.
them.
It's a neutral time for everybody. That's a good one, Marie.
Hey, it works for me and them.
It sounds very legit, though.
Hey, if I set my clock and go early and stay all day, then I just can't do that anymore.
Hey, do you all ever mess with the filters for the lenses? Do you ever mess with any of those?
Oh, I do it on Lightroom. I like to
You
play
do?
with the colors. Yeah.
Yeah,
always
I do
wonder,
on it.
I got a whole bunch of them, and it's like, what are they for? What are the colors for? Does anybody know?
I don't
Like for
personally
each
have
color?
the filters. It's on post editing is when I
Yeah, when you're editing them and run them through the editor. Yeah,
Mhm.
Photoshop and that kind of thing. I like to do them vintage once in a while where it puts that dark circle around and just focuses on the main
Yeah.
topic. Liz does that one a lot too. I like that,
yeah.
the vintage look.
I like vintage stuff for sure.
I also like the black and white too, especially when it's bald eagle, the subject, because it just, the white looks so snowy crisp when it's black and
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, my black and white is when it's usually that sunny day, terrible colors. Then I just say, okay, black and white. And that's
Carolyn
when you
says
see them.
that she can't see MLiz Photos. I don't know why. She says she
I don't
can't
either.
see MLiz Photos.
She goes to my photography page. They're there. It's Marie Chisholm Photography.
Yeah. You have to go to her photography page and you can see them. Yes, we have beautiful sunsets, Lime. Sunrises are good, but the sunsets are absolutely to die for here. That is something we're very blessed to have here in Southwest Florida, is great sunsets.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dale, oh, you watched the Rusty Spur video? Very nice. I was just at Rusty Spur today, and that place is great.
Where's that
Skyward.
at?
Rusty Spur in Naples. They have like vintage, rustic stuff. It's
Okay,
it's
yeah.
like the Disney World of thrift shops. It's not really a thrift shop though. I don't know what they have. Great prices. I don't know. Maybe you could use the term thrift shop. I'm not sure, but it's a great store. If you've never been
Home
there,
goods, maybe? Is it like arts and crafts type
30,000
stuff?
feet of stuff.
Wow.
You can walk. And you know what's so cool about the place? For their price tags, they use old photographs from like the early 1900s, 1800s, old photos, and those are their price tags. It's the coolest store if you've never been there. Dale,
That's
it's
cool.
worth going. Like I said, it's 30,000 square feet of just stuff, and it's everything from nautical to Western. So it's either nautical or Western stuff.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Susan says I love the pics where there is.
I'm looking out for you, Des. I know you got to get
Thank
up
you.
at 4:30. I got your back.
That's so cute. Yes, Susan. They're great shots if it's sunrise or
She ain't
sunset.
listening.
I know. I was trying to answer her question. It's like I wanted to make sure we didn't leave it. All right, guys. So we're getting ready to get out of here. We will see you next Tuesday. You guys, I might swing by Saturday. Hope to see you. I have to come at 10. 10 o'clock. That's the
10
time.
o'clock. Oh,
They'll
you
be
may
there.
not see me.
They'll be there early. Des is really there early. I think it's still dark
Mhm.
when Des
Yeah,
gets
it's
there.
dark. It's
She
dark.
goes and wakes everybody up.
All right, guys. See you
Okay.
later.
Good
Love you
night.
guys.
See you. Good night,
Bye, Laura. Love you
everybody.
guys.
Bye.